Welcome into Red's Reality Podcast. I'm your host, Josh Razauskas, bringing you reality as I see it on all things your Cincinnati Reds. And as I was here yesterday, I completely forgot that we had a night game followed by an afternoon game today. So we have two games to cover. So let's talk about yesterday very, very quickly. Unfortunately, it is a series loss to the Chicago White Sox, as that was a 4-1 final, and it was just more of the same. It was more of the same, lack of consistency. Nick Lodolo makes a few mistake pitches, the White Sox take advantage of them, and the Reds can't capitalize on their opportunities. But, today, they improved their record to 21 and 25 as they get the victory over the White Sox by a final score of 7-1. And as the show breakdown would indicate, I'm wondering now if we're starting to get right. Because what we saw today was Will Benson had a tremendous day. That's why he's in the thumbnail. He hit a home run. He hit a double for an RBI. He hit another ball hard, which went for a single. He had a tremendous play defensively, running down the baseball, and had another one as well. Sorry, I believe my lips just made a funny noise. I apologize for that. Didn't mean to smack. If I did, sounded like that's what happened to me. But anyway, as I was saying, he made a great defensive showing out there in center field. And it's just basically what we've been talking about. We meaning me, the host, and you, my listening audience, my fellow Reds fans. We've all been saying that this thing is all about consistency. You have to put it all together. You have to have both the pitching and the hitting working well together if you're going to succeed. And that's what we got today. Yeah, Rogers did come in relief of Martinez and give up a run. But Luis May was great in the ninth inning. And for 7 strong innings, Nick Martinez was great. He was just fan-freaking-tastic. Was just awesome. And he continues to be, as weird as it sounds, because I still kind of in my heart of hearts believe that Nick Martinez is better for this team in the bullpen, but that's only if Chase Petty can take advantage of these opportunities with Hunter Green on the IL and actually put together effective starts. We'll have to see if he can do that on Saturday against the Cleveland Guardians or not. He hasn't done it in his first 2 starts. But if you've got Petty and you've got Lauder, who's very close to returning, then you've got a spot that you have to fluctuate on and give up in the starting rotation because you've got 2 guys that are pushing for that spot, and in the future probably both of them taking that spot. So on paper, I still want to believe that maybe Nick Martinez is better off for this team in the bullpen. But if you look at it, other than Andrew Abbott, with Hunter Green on the IL right now, Nick Martinez has flat out been the Reds' best pitcher. Week in and week out, he is the most consistent. And there was one point today, forget which inning it was, off the top of my head, as the game literally just ended. Well, Reds Live post-game just ended, but not too long after the game ended am I on here recording for all of you. So I can't remember what inning it was off the top of my head, but he had a 6-pitch inning today, did Nick Martinez. That is the definition of efficiency, and that's what we saw from the Reds today all around. And if we continue to get that from Martinez, talk about earning that 21 plus $1 million qualifying deal that he signed for. He's done that and then some. And there are people calling right now for Nick Martinez extension. And you know what? I don't blame them. If he's going to continue to pitch like this, I don't blame them one bit. So I know this was a fairly short episode, might even be the shortest episode I've done yet, but you don't really have much to say beyond this is where the Reds should be. This is where we want them to be. We believe in our heart of hearts for a reason that this team is good when they can put it all together. They're the most frustrating team because one minute they look like they can't hit or field or do anything right, and then they show what they're capable of like they did today when they put it all together. So that's why the word continues to be thrown around of consistency, consistency, consistency. So in terms of game recaps, even though that was only 2 games, like I said, that might be the shortest recap I've ever done because there's not much else to say beyond driving that point home. So hopefully as rivalry weekend kicks off this Friday, we will have that continue as the Cleveland Guardians come in to town. Now, before I do get out of here, though, there is still more to talk about. As even though it was a loss yesterday to the White Sox, it was, of course, Pete Rose night, May the 14th, 2025. Remembering the late great Pete Rose, 14 Forever was a wonderful ceremony. Marty Brennaman emceed the ceremony. Pete's daughter gave an amazing speech, and all of Reds country showed up. It was the first sellout, I think, that we've had where every seat was sold out for a regular season game in, I want to say, 5 years, if my math is correct. So that is something else. And by regular season game, of course, I mean that I'm not counting opening day because people always turn out for opening day. But we deserve attendance like that all year round because this is the best baseball city in the country. This is the team that was the first official team in Major League Baseball. And they're showing how passionate this fan base is and what baseball means to the city of Cincinnati when people show up like that. But I was talking about it over on the Locked On Reds Discord, and the reason that people don't show up for this team like that is because of the Castellinis. Until the Castellinis pay for good players, keep players when they have them, and show free agents that Cincinnati is the place they should go because Cincinnati wants to win and Cincinnati puts a winner onto the field, that's something that's going to continue. Fans aren't going to show up because unfortunately ownership does not give them any reason to believe the team is going to be good. I've said it all year. I believe in the potential of this team. I don't believe this team is dead. I still stand by what I said yesterday in the unfortunate criticisms of Tito Francona. But like I said, when I was giving those criticisms, you can't put all of this on Tito. And everybody played right today. And you can tell that Tito believes in this team. You can tell this team can buy into what Tito is saying. So let's just everybody get healthy, stay right, stay healthy, and see if we can't climb out of this hole. If the Reds can be back at 500 baseball or a little bit over by the end of May, I will feel so much better about how things are going. So, as always, you can chime in the comment section down below, or you can chime in via social media at Reds Reality Pod on Blue Sky and Twitter/X. You can get in touch with me at Creators Corner on the Locked On Reds Discord and go to that channel if you want to discuss the show as well. And as always, if this was your first time here and you enjoyed what you saw and what you heard, I really would love for you to stick around so you can hit that subscribe button that's going to show up on your end screen here in a moment or two, and you can check out the video that YouTube itself recommends the most to you to check out along with the latest episode. And remember that I, Josh Razauskas, will continue to bring you reality as I see it on all things your Cincinnati Reds.